Good morning. This is Suzanne Ratti with Ideas 360, and I am here with the local business leaders from Thrive Arundel. For those of you just joining us, and if you have never heard of Thrive Arundel, we are a community of local business professionals. We are experts in our industry, and we serve as the go-to resource for our community in our respective industries. And today we're going to focus our discussion with some local leaders from the services industry. So we have, let me pull everybody up here. I'm going to go around and have you guys introduce yourselves to our audience. Let's start with Kenn.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kenn Riccini. I'm a project manager with Ready to Sell Renovations. We are an Annapolis-based renovations and build company. We can do everything from design and build on a completely blank lot, or anything as small as local handyman work or sale, addendum, and punch list work.
Awesome. Thanks, Kenn. How about Rick?
Good morning. I'm Rick Sharpe. I'm the owner of Chesapeake Import Services. We're a full-service general automotive repair facility. We specialize in European imports, but we work on pretty much everything. We have the equipment to work on any age vehicle. We have full-service alignment machine, tires, anything to service your automobile. We are here to serve you.
Thanks, Rick.
Yeah.
How about Steve? Steve Kling.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Steve Kling. I'm the owner of My Way Mobile Storage. We're in the portable storage, local self-moving business. We're the leading provider in the Maryland area. And our typical customers are someone who's decluttering, home staging, doing a project. Maybe they're downsizing, just have too much stuff and need to store it. College kids came home early from school and, may need to make some room for a home office and get rid of their stuff. So put it in our portable storage units. You can leave it on site. We can store it in our warehouse. And also we do what we call local self-moving. And that's if you're moving within the 10 counties that we service in Maryland.
Thanks, Steve. How about Mark?
Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Mark Hesseloff. I'm one of the agency owners of Goosehead Insurance. Goosehead Insurance is one of the largest independent agencies in the United States. The company trades publicly on the NASDAQ. There's close to 800 franchise agencies across the country. Our agency is in Severna Park, Maryland. I have an agency partner, and we have 4 full-time producers, and we're supported by a world-class service organization. The goal of our agency is to streamline the home and auto insurance shopping experience by exploring and analyzing the markets of insurance options available. We're appointed with over 20 different insurance carriers, and looking forward to today's session.
Awesome. Thanks for being here. How about Steven?
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining. This is Stephen Oliver. I'm with ReachLocal. We're a nationwide digital marketing agency. And what we do is really help our clients with online lead generation. Now more than ever, people are online right now at home while they're working, looking for things. And we definitely want to support those local businesses that are hurting right now with having some leads come in, and especially the essential businesses that have to be out there. So Stephen Oliver with ReachLocal. Thank you.
Thanks, Stephen. All right, guys. So one of the reasons we wanted to do a live broadcast is we have a lot of folks in our communities that are local business owners. We also have a lot of folks in our community that are consumers. And since you guys are primarily providing consumer services, we wanted to get a feel for you as to what you're seeing, both from a business perspective as well as from your audience perspective. So who wants to kick us off with, kind of what you're seeing out there today and what you're seeing as a business owner?
I'll start. I think what we're seeing in our business, because we're directly tied to the real estate market, and the real estate market is really down right now. People aren't listing, they're not selling, they're not buying. People don't want buyers into their home. So the real estate market really is going to impact our business because people use for decluttering locally. But we're
Oh, we lost you, Steve. Can't hear you.
So
All
I can
right.
piggyback on what Steve was saying. We are also very directly tied to the real estate market. We do a lot of sale prep work as well as sale addendum punch work, and I would have to agree. The number of transactions has declined pretty sharply, as well as what we're seeing with the number of listings. One of the ways that the industry is trying to work around this is by doing virtual showings, which is, you know, a good workaround, and we're piggybacking on that as well by doing virtual estimates. So clients that don't want to have anyone in their home, whether it be a contractor or a prospective buyer, are far more receptive to being able to do something like this with a video conference or a video chat, where from, you know, a seller's perspective, they can do a virtual tour, or from our perspective, if they're sitting in their house and they're looking at all the projects that they need to have done and ready to get ready for a sale prep, or if you're just quarantined and you're looking at your house and you see a ton of things that you would like to have done, we can provide virtual estimates in that manner. So that's one of the things that we're seeing is one of the ways the industry is trying to pivot around this.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else want to chime in on that question? No? How about what is something that you've done in your business that you would think is you would have never thought about doing before all of this happened, that you've done to pivot or adapt to what's going on around you? So Kenn kind of touched on that. Who else wants to share with us what you've done in your business to kind of pivot or adapt?
Well, I'll chime in a little bit on that if you don't mind. You know, a lot of people, for many reasons, don't want to leave their homes, you know, to get their car serviced. So we're offering, you know, I'll go and pick up the car, disinfect it when I get in it, bring it back to the shop, disinfect it, you know, when we're done with it, bring it back to the customer, and, you know, take care of any problems that they might have. And it's kind of something like that I never thought I'd be, you know, running around Annapolis picking up vehicles for people. But we've done probably in the last couple of weeks, you know, upwards of maybe 8 to 10 of them, you know, picking them up, doing work to them, taking them back. You know, seems to be working out okay for everyone. It's a, you know, no contact kind of situation. So it's been pretty good.
Yeah, we've actually been fortunate as well. We are also certified in lead and asbestos abatement. So quarantine protocols or sectioning off protocols are something that we're already familiar with. So we're able to kind of combine those services and skills with current ongoing projects. So if a client has some work that they need to have done inside the home, we're able to completely section off, in most cases, our active work area, so that we can be in and out of the home without directly having any contact with the inhabitants of the home.
That's awesome. Awesome. Anybody else?
Yeah, I would say on our end, I mean, just due to the significant investments the company has made on the IT infrastructure side, we're actually able to have 100% business continuity in our team. For the most part, everybody's working remotely and they're able to sell and take care of our clients. What we're finding is it's actually a great time for individuals to reevaluate their personal finance and insurance needs, as many people are at home right now. And, you know, they can quickly access necessary documentation to have a detailed analysis completed for their current situation. So, you know, we're absolutely in a position, just because of IT infrastructure and staffing through our corporate headquarters, to be able to have that business continuity, which is fantastic.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else?
This isn't really new, but we're doing a lot more of it. And that is, our customers don't need to interact with us at all. We can deliver our portable storage units to their home, apartment, condo, complex. They don't need to be there. They just need to tell us where to put them. When we pick them up full or empty, they don't need to be there. So, you know, we're following the CDC guidelines, but we're strongly recommending to our customers to tell us on the front end where you want them. That way they don't need to answer their door for us.
Yeah, awesome. Cool stuff. And you guys probably would not have thought about those ideas prior to this, right? Yeah, cool stuff. One of the other questions we were going to talk about today is what are you guys doing to support other local businesses in your community or even members of your community, your neighborhoods? What do you, anybody want to talk about what Thrive's done or what you've done personally in your business?
I can take that one. This is Stephen Oliver with ReachLocal. We actually, our Baltimore office that I work out of, we actually won a contest. We do it every year. It's called March Madness, and we go up against every office in the company. There's about 30 offices, and we're almost like the New England Patriots. We've won it every year, and we won it this year. And the prize last year, they actually flew us out to San Francisco, and this year it was $8,000 to get spread around 15 people to do whatever we wanted to do. So we just won that last week, and none of us felt right taking that money and doing some great prize, and we all can't get together. So what we're doing is taking a small portion of that, and we're all going to go to pick up food in local neighborhoods and have a kind of a happy hour and dinner, and then we're going to donate the other $5,000 to local in-market charities or businesses. Because for my business, it's how I make my paycheck are all these small businesses, that give back to local baseball teams or football teams, and I guess that's our way of giving back to the businesses that support me and support my family. So that's one thing that I'm trying to do personally.
Awesome.
Yeah. So from the ready to sell perspective, one of the ways we try to differentiate ourselves from a lot of the other general contractors out there is by having a little bit more of a polished approach to communication and client interaction. A lot of us were previously in quote unquote white collar industries. So one of the things that we're trying to do and what we're trying to focus on is helping a lot of our subcontractors who are not as adept at, online applications, paperwork, etc. We're walking them through the process of going through and applying through some of these SBA and the CARES Act loans and programs. So that's one of the ways that we're directly interacting with people, that other small local businesses that we interact with on a daily basis, to try to make sure that we're looking out for them and doing what we can to take care of the people we work with every day.
That's awesome. And just to chime in, Thrive, the group that we're all a part of, what was it, 2 weeks ago, I guess? We all got together on a huddle call and said we got to do something. We can't do a lot, but we got to do something. So we coordinated ordering from a local restaurant, Luna Blue. They prepared about enough food for about 50 to 60 workers. And we arranged secure delivery to Anne Arundel Medical Center. And I can tell you, I got some feedback on that was like the best delivery they've had. I think it was better than fast food because it was really good pasta. So I love the fact that we all kind of get together. We have our initiatives throughout the year, but I love the fact that we're all getting together and doing that. And this week, I think Diane is coordinating. We're doing some stuff for the food bank, right?
Yeah,
That's correct. And that's awesome that Diane's setting that up. So that's just fantastic.
Yeah, I think we're over a couple of $100 that we are able to contribute to the food bank. It's tough in these times because we can't get out. And everybody's holding every dollar tight. So, hats off to everybody for helping make that work. All right. What are our, how is the crisis? So let's see. My next question is, what are your clients needing most right now? What is it in a normal world? You have, my clients need X. With the crisis that's on us now, for those who aren't as familiar with your business, what do your clients need most right now?
Well, in my industry, what my clients need most is some guidance. A lot of people are home, and again, when you're home, you're looking around and you're looking at all the projects that you want to have done. Maybe now isn't the greatest time to have some of the interior projects done, but it is a good time to go through and get pricing, get some quotes, maybe see how things might line up over the next couple of months, and understand what they can and can't do from a pricing perspective. And then also exterior work. A lot of people are taking this time who still have the financial means to do some landscape renovations, build some decks, take care of some of those, sagging gutters, that sort of stuff. So we're very happy to be able to help in those regards.
And so, Ken, I don't know if we got this at the outset, but so you're doing remodeling and you're doing exterior renovations too.
Yeah, so I'm sorry if I wasn't very clear on that. So we will service anything from a new construction, a new build project, all the way down to basic handyman stuff and everything in between. So kitchens, baths, additions, interior remodels to create an open concept, really anything and everything having to do with home maintenance and or improvement.
Awesome. Awesome.
I would say for the personal lines of insurance industry is definitely seeing a significant impact from this current crisis. As an independent agency, we represent close to 20 different insurance carriers. So we're really, having a great opportunity to see how the different carriers are dealing with this current crisis. And what is amazing to me is most, if not all of the carriers we work with have put into place contingency plans for their employees to be able to effectively work remotely without significantly impacting their day-to-day operations. For example, our company, Goosehead Insurance, has a very large corporate agency that includes hundreds of agents, hundreds of service team members, support staff, and just due to very wise investments on the IT infrastructure side, the company is running virtually. And you'd never know it. They haven't missed a beat, and that just amazes me. And with that being said, we are seeing some insurance carriers, these are some of the largest ones out there, being flexible in regards to clients that are facing hardships at this time, due to being impacted by the current crisis. As a matter of fact, you may have seen recently in the news, some carriers are offering for their auto policy holders, excuse me, the equivalent of a shelter-in-place payback, where, for example, many people right now aren't driving. So they're able to, see less claims that are being put in, and thus they're returning money to their policyholders, which is really helpful.
Awesome. Anybody else on that specific topic?
I think what we're seeing on our side is just what clients need the most is they just need to be assured that we're doing all we can on our side to generate leads, because my business is to generate online lead generation. So some of these businesses have closed or are not working right now. So we've had to pause or cancel campaigns, but there's a lot of businesses that want to stay afloat, and they haven't spent money on marketing in the past. So they need leads to keep their employees employed. So they're not laying off people or furloughing or firing people. So, that's what our clients need the most right now. And what we're seeing is that a lot of people aren't advertising right now or stopped advertising. So those leads are actually a lot cheaper than they were a month ago. So leads that might have been $70 a lead now are $20 a lead. So the advertisers that are advertising are seeing a good return because people are home either watching TV or they're online. Like I said, the internet traffic is up 60 or 70%. So people are online looking and shopping. So that's what our clients need the most.
Awesome.
I think what we're seeing is many of our customers are requesting us to bring their full containers back. They have time on their hands now to unload them, and they've finished a project. We do a lot of work with restoration companies. They're not getting very many new projects, so they're finishing existing projects. So they're asking for us to bring them back, and we're able to accommodate them because we're fully operational.
Awesome. Awesome. What do you guys personally, if we just switch the gears for just a minute and go personally, what's it like for each of you at home, working from home, kids running around, dogs? What's it like there?
Well, my previous career, I'd worked from home for over 10 years, so this is old hat for me. But my wife this is her first foray into working from home. So I'm trying to give her a little bit of guidance in terms of time management and how to stay motivated and productive. I'd like to think I'm doing a pretty good job, but so that's been an interesting twist for us. Me seeing her kind of go through the getting familiar with the differences between having to commute to an office and this, and then chiming in with my 2 cents.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, your wife just joined us. Look here. No, just kidding. Anybody else? What's it like going from a regular environment to a COVID environment?
I've been working from home for many, many years. So I have an office here. I have an office at my warehouse. Kind of go back and forth, more from home than there right now. So nothing really new for me.
Mark?
So for us in our agency, there's 6 of us total, and for the most part, I am the only person that's coming into our office. I don't have to enter a building to enter the office. We have a private entrance, and everybody else is working virtually. So the only thing that's unique is this, the utter silence that's in the office, and we're just everybody's kind of working through it. But for us, I've been able to stay extremely productive, and we've been very busy. So that's kind of where we're at here at Goosehead.
Yeah, I've been joking that I'm afraid that my dogs invented this disease because they have gotten so much more attention now that I'm walking them 10 times a day and just I get stir crazy, so I got to get out every now and then. But what's the biggest aha moment, as a business owner or, a leader in your business? What's the biggest aha moment you've had during this entire process?
I think for ReachLocal, and we're owned by Gannett, is we're a large company, and just how we all transformed from working in offices to all of us working remotely, and it was really smooth. I mean, I think it's been smooth for a lot of people, and just the infrastructure is there to be able to handle what we're doing right now. So it was pretty streamless, and everybody's on board, with the mission of getting to where we need to be. So that was kind of my aha moment, where it was kind of just semi-streamless, to everybody to work from home.
And what I would say is, as I mentioned, we work with so many different partners and different carriers, and it's just amazing to me how people have adapted to the current, necessity of having to work in this manner. But companies are doing it so effectively. And that is it just blows me away. Just reaching out to some of the large insurance carriers that are out there, being able to reach their billing department, being able to reach their customer service team, being able to reach underwriters, getting support where it's needed. It's like you would never know those folks are working virtually. It's amazing. It really is.
So what I'm finding interesting, or what I think will be very interesting, is how do companies go about putting the genie back in the bottle once everyone has realized how many meetings could have been emails, or how easy it is to work from home and interact and have the same level of productivity. Is this going to change the paradigm of our professional lives on a large scale for the foreseeable future?
Yeah.
Well, it's just the time saved also is, I'm not commuting an hour one way, to my office. The gas, I'm saving money, and I'm getting a lot more done because I've got 2 hours in my day back, and I'm not just burned out from being on the road. So
have you guys seen anything in your own business or in any other business that you work with really innovative that you just went, wow, that's pretty cool that they pivoted like that? Silence, a hush.
Yeah. Again, I mean, having a long experience in working from home, I think that a large number of people are now finding that it is very effective. And as Stephen was just mentioning, there's a huge time savings as well as a monetary savings in terms of alleviating a commute. And I'm not saying there is no value add to having in-person interaction, because there absolutely is. But, I think that working from home or working remotely 2 or 3 days a week may very well become the new norm.
Yeah.
Will be less traffic on the roads.
Yeah, we have one question that we had come from one of our audience members is, do you have any recommendations for other businesses out there based on what you've learned so far? Marketing ideas, reaching out to customers, any, tips you can give other businesses or leaders?
Well, I think I think it's important to recognize right now that, during these times of self-quarantine, people are at home and, they're working. Many of them are working, but they still, as Ken was just describing and Steve, they don't have those commute times. They might have more free time, and they might, it might be an excellent time for them to engage in and consider, some product or service at this time because they're available. So that's one of the things that we've definitively seen. And, thankfully, we've been very busy because of exactly that.
Yeah, and I know I've been talking to a lot of clients, that the tendency is during an environment like this, especially in sales, is just to be like, okay, I'll get back to it when this is over, right? But I think finding those opportunities to just reach out and connect with people, um, you know, you don't have to have what you don't have to push your product or service right now. You could just be a resource. So it's a great time to build those relationships and build rapport with prospects and with folks that you're targeting.
I think another thing is how everybody's adapted during this process.
Whoops.
I think one of the aha also is, I think the first week or two we were all kind of in this, like, what the hell's going on? Like, it's just, I thought when we all first kind of got sent home per se is, this will just be a week or two. And then we're like, oh no, it's going to be a little more, I think. And then, every day things were just changing and evolving and growing. And now I think we've got some sense of normalcy over the last, I guess, week or two, because we kind of know what's going on and there's kind of a light at the end of the tunnel. But everybody has really adapted in really this Thrive group. And Suzanne, you've done a great job, with putting this meeting together and organizing this. But everybody has really adapted, and we're all in this. There's nothing we can do. But I think every business I've talked to, nobody's said kind of like what you were just saying, Suzanne, I'm just going to give up. I'm just going to wait till this all blows over. I'm just going to hole up in my house with my children. But everybody that I've talked to, the businesses, are really trying to adapt it as best as possible, to do all they can outside the box, to stay afloat or to get ahead. So that's very innovative and one of my aha moments also.
I think, Suzanne, to your point, we recently put together a newsletter that was specific to previous customers and sent that out. And the real purpose was just to say, hey, thank you for your business. And we're here for you as a resource. If we can be of any help to you or anybody you know, and offered them a $50 off first invoice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. How do folks get that, Steve? They visit your website?
No, we sent it out through Constant Contact.
Okay. Got it. All right. So we're going to wrap it up. But before we do, what we want to do is give you one last opportunity just to close it up and tell folks, anybody on the broadcast here or that sees this later through the recording, you can visit thrivearundel.com and you can click on any of these members to go to their website or to get their contact information. But just wrap it up, I guess,
Okay, I'll go ahead and start.
Sure.
First and foremost, Suzanne, thanks for getting this set up. I think this is a great format, great opportunity to, get together and discuss what we do best. Our clients know that, right now, if they need support or assistance with their insurance policies, we'll be available to not only assist them, but to exceed their expectations. Every client has unique needs and requirements. And as an agency, we pride ourselves as individuals who will make sure our clients get the best products for their individual situation. In addition, we take the time to ensure that our clients understand their policies and exactly what they do and do not cover. This is really what differentiates us in the market. So, please take the time to reach out to me for what I promise you will be an easier than you thought conversation to review your personal insurance needs. Insurance is one of those products that you hope you never have to use. However, when you do need it, it's critically important that you have the right coverages and policies in place to protect you and your family. So again, thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to be on with this outstanding team.
Awesome.
So Mark, I'll go ahead and co-sign on the kudos to Suzanne for putting this together. Thank you very much. This is a wonderful idea and a great way to reach out to clients, prospective clients, or people just looking for a little bit of information. So from the ready to sell renovations perspective, I'd like to wrap up by saying we're happy to do virtual estimates. You can reach out to us at r2sr.com, the letter R, the number 2, sr.com. Again, we can provide virtual estimates. We can usually turn those around within 24 to 48 hours of doing the video conference. Outside of that, we're happy and we're happy to be in a position where we can leverage our lead and asbestos abatement skills and certifications to section off projects, so we still can do some interior work. That's going to be limited from a county inspections perspective in terms of what we can and can't do, but we're happy to answer any questions in terms of scopes that we can do. Anything outside is free game. So please, if you have any questions, reach out. We're happy to help.
Awesome. Thanks, Ken. Rick? Rick's on mute.
We're still here.
Okay.
We're here. We're open for business. We're offering 10% off of labor. Was an offer I had last month, and we're carrying it into May. So if you have any job, no job's too big or small. We're here to help anybody we can. Even if you just call and had a question about something. I mean,
That pickup concierge service is innovative, Rick. Like, if you did it for me this week. I'm sitting home working, and you guys came, picked up my car, put 2 tires on it, and brought it back. I think that's fantastic. How about Steven?
I got guys that are eager to work. My guys don't work. They don't earn a paycheck unless they're working on the job. They get paid by the job. They don't get paid by the hour. So if there's no jobs coming in, they're not getting paid. So I'm rotating staff, just trying to keep everybody with something, coming in. It's not a full paycheck, but it's better than a goose egg.
Yeah. Awesome.
They're willing and able.
Awesome. How about Steven?
Again, thank you, Suzanne, for hosting this. I'm here to help with anybody that needs free advice about, trying to generate leads or online marketing. I love helping businesses to succeed, and this is a tough time. And there are people out there looking for services. Google and Facebook are also giving away free money right now. So there's about $440 million being given out. So just Google Google Grants, and also Facebook's giving out money. So it's free money. It doesn't have to be run through us. You can be run directly through them. So that's something that's also people in my industry are doing. So if you hear anybody that's saying business is down or it's tough times right now, I'd love to talk to them to see how we can get them through these next month or two, or however long it's going to be, to keep them on their feet and keep them afloat. So thank you again.
Awesome. And Steve, bring us home.
Thank you very much, Suzanne, for hosting, and also for the LinkedIn webinar last week. That was very informative and helped us improve our, sphere of influence. Thanks the other Thrive members for participating, and we're here to help any of our customers, prospective customers, to help them provide some solutions for either moving or storage. If we're not the best.
Oh, we lost Steve again. His mic timed him out. All right, we're going to wrap up on that note. Just a reminder, if you're looking to connect with any of these Thrive members, you can go to thrivearundel.com. You'll see their headshot and the link to their websites. And thanks, guys, for joining us. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us. We do have a live webinar coming up tomorrow, and that'll be on real estate, home, and mortgage. So join us tomorrow for that. Until then, stay safe out there, guys. Have a good one.